My name is Al Harris. I live in Taylorsville, Kentucky. I do just about whatever needs to be done around here. I don't have any real assigned duties, but try to fill in wherever I'm needed. One of my professors was a retired captain out of the Civil Engineering Corps, which is in the Navy, and he was encouraging me to look at the Seabees as a means to serve my country. And where I'm from, that pretty much what young men do. You go serve your country, and you don't stay for a career, but you serve your country and you come back home. So he pointed me towards a program. It was called an Instant Petty Officer program at the time, but the Navy was needing Seabees. There were a shortage of Seabees because of Vietnam. I was able to go into the boot camp as an E4. So I was in Gulfport, Mississippi in 1969, and Hurricane Camille came through. Most people don't remember that, but it destroyed a whole bunch of stuff down off the Gulf Coast there. And got through that and joined the battalion. I was in Vietnam 3 months after I got out of boot camp. In Vietnam, I was on a detail that built a section of roadway 7 miles long. It took us 6 months. We got harassed quite a bit by landmines, and I guess they were VC. But we got through and came back home. It was an eye-opening experience in that regard. I stayed in for another year and got out and went back to work for the Georgia Department of Transportation. Now, the interesting thing is that I was planning on staying in. At that time, I was an E5, and I was bringing home $215 a month. I got a letter from the Department of Transportation that I had been working for previously, and they offered me like $645 a month to come back to work for them. So it was not a real hard choice at that time. I worked in various jobs, engineering-related jobs over the years, and ended up retiring from the University of Louisville. As the students were getting younger and I was getting older, and probably it was time for me to go. Over the last 15 years of my career, the university where I worked were very negative towards veterans. There was no effort to provide opportunities for veterans to succeed. They were just a forgotten lot. And I began to notice that there were up to 22 veterans per day that were committing suicide. At the time, before I retired, I didn't really know of any organizations that I could be a part of until after I had retired. My granddaughter and Chuck's grandson were in the same graduating class at Cornerstone Christian Academy. I met Chuck that way. I had heard of Chuck, but I didn't really know him. But I met him out there and asked if I could participate, be a part of the organization. And he said, he gave me his business card, and he had to run because he was going to a fishing tournament. We made contact after that, and I began to become more involved. It's been an opportunity to give back. There are so many people out there, veterans and first responders as well, that are hurting. What I've found, they really don't know where to go for help. Veterans especially, unless they've got somebody there they can talk to, they don't have a real good idea of how to seek help. I've been working with the group in Taylorsville here the last month or so, and I've been surprised that they need help, but they don't know what to do. So this organization has been not just to tell people where to go for help, but to provide that help, that shoulder to lean on and to talk to. So it's been a real blessing to me just to be able to do the little bit that I do. I have not really participated a lot in events. I kind of work behind the scenes. I've got some health issues that sort of hold me down, and I'm not able to be in the field, so to speak. I get to see everything because I do a lot of book work, administrative things. So it gives me an opportunity to see the overall operation of the organization. I would like to keep doing what I'm doing, and I would hope that the program will grow outside the boundaries of Kentucky, at least provide a model people in other states can copy, and we can hopefully provide some insight and some help to those people. We've already been contacted by a number of people in other states that we've been able to sort of point them in the right direction. We have contact pages on the website. Just encourage people to reach out, and somebody will get back to you. Take a look at us and see what we do and see how we do it, and I think you'll be satisfied that your money would be well spent.